Hey folks, today we're going to do spaghetti carbonara. Here's your ingredients. Okay, so spaghetti carbonara is a tremendous dish. There isn't tomato sauce in this. It's a good spaghetti dish if you're light on ingredients. I mean, you can do this dish with just basically spaghetti noodles, a little bit of olive oil, butter, or both, some Parmesan, and some bacon that you put in the skillet. So what I have right now is I've got a little bit of olive oil in the pan, heating it up with some garlic. Over here I've got some bacon that I'm going to throw in the pan after this heats up. Then over here, normally we use parsley, but for me I'm using spinach. It's just what I had in the fridge, you know. Sometimes you get lazy, you don't want to go to the store. Just as good. On top of that, I have some mushrooms I chopped up and some small tomatoes that I chopped up. I have olive oil that I'm going to put on there a little bit later. Parmesan at the end, a little bit of butter. When the noodles, after I finish the noodles, I like to get that a couple pieces of butter in there to mix it in, and obviously we gotta have spaghetti noodles. Okay, so we're getting started. We're gonna let this simmer for a minute, stir around a little bit, let the garlic get brown, and then we're gonna drop in our bacon. Stay tuned. Okay, so we got the bacon. I dropped it in there. We're gonna let that cook and get brown and crispy. And then I like to use scissors to chop it up in a nice little tiny bits. And then once we do that, we'll move on to making our noodles and adding our vegetables. Okay, so while your bacon's cooking, you can actually get your noodles started. So what I have over here is a pot. I put water in there halfway, and I put in a couple drops of olive oil. Olive oil helps keep your noodles separated. That way they don't stick together. And on top of that, I added in a couple drops of lemon drops. Lemon kind of always adds a little bit of a nice citrusy, flavor to cooking. So, anyways, we're gonna let that boil, then I'm gonna drop in our spaghetti noodles while we wait for our bacon to finish. Stay tuned. All right, so I finished my noodles. I drained them. I set them to the side. My bacon finished cooking. I used some scissors to chop it up. Then I added our mushrooms, our tomatoes, and our spinach. Before I added the vegetables, I drained some of the grease out of the pan that the bacon created, just because you don't want to have your spaghetti too greasy. I left a little bit in there. That way, everything wouldn't burn. But so now I'm going to saute it for like a minute or two, just so that all of our vegetables are nice and sauteed. And then I'm going to add the spaghetti noodles. Also going to add some Parmesan. Mix it all together, and then you're done. I mean, it's a quick, easy dish. Playful little dish. Stay tuned. Alright folks, so everything's put together. Spaghetti carbonara. Now, just to get it straight, the tomatoes makes it red. So if you look online, it's not going to look red, it's going to look white. So my suggestion to you is to not add the tomatoes and try that first, because I made this recipe yesterday without the tomatoes and it wasn't red like this. But, today I wanted to have something a little bit different. Anyways, got a couple pieces of Italian bread. Put them in the oven, toast them up a little bit, spread on some butter. Tremendous. Playful little dish. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, leave us in comments what you want me to make next. Thanks for watching.